Hey, welcome back, viewers, to Grounded with me, Corknut. We are here at Pond View Base after having just collected like pretty much every acorn we could possibly find at the oak tree and encountering some weird bugs there last time. What I want to do this time is we're gonna head straight back over to First Home and take just a moment there to stop and make sure we've got everything we need. And then we're gonna head, sorry about that, just got distracted by a weevil in the log. Then we're gonna head back on over to the flagstones. And we're gonna prepare for delving into the black ant hive, the black ant hole, the black ant hill, the black ant hill. That's the plan.
Aphid on the move.
Where did it go? I don't know. We're also... Oof. That sounded like a weevil. Okay, just a larva. Where do you think you're going, bud? Wow, I've never seen one of these run away before. He didn't have anything we wanted anyway. I wonder if we can get this meat, though. I don't want the meat. Do we have any room for that, or is it a waste? I don't think we necessarily have any room for weevil meat, so I guess that was just a waste. Like I was saying, we're going to head back to Flagstones, and from Flagstones, we're going to try to delve into the Black Ant Hill. I think it's time. I'm not positive we're ready. I'm not sure what we might encounter there, but that is the plan. What we've been collecting all these acorns and meats for is both to get us ready so we have some food, but also because we're planting a giant garden over at Flagstones to match this garden here. This garden where we're growing a bunch of meat, mussel sprouts. We're trying to grow another mussel sprout garden over on the other side. The other thing I want to make sure we have are bandages. So let's make sure we make a stack of bandages. Somehow we're out of plant fiber. Which we can make from grass blanks, no problem. I wanted to make sure that we have spider silk because one other sidetrack that I want to do before we dive into the anthill. I want to make sure that, or I want to check the tabletop once more because there's a, you know what, let's just head off and go. I want to make sure we check the tabletop one more time because there is a zipline anchor on top of there that we've already connected to our base on flagstones, but I never looked to see if there was another place that could connect to from up there. So I imagine there probably is, and if we do that, we want a big pile of... We want a big pile of thread of the silk rope. that we can use. Getting a little hot in here. We can use to connect the zipline if possible. So that's the plan. We're gonna take stock, stop at flagstones here. See how much silk rope we can gather. See about finishing up some work on our various gardens. Head up to the tabletop. Head back down. Run all around. Okay, so we did get a lot of acorn tops. Still gonna need weed stems and spoiled meat. And we did run out of rope, but I think we'll be able to stick all the acorn tops in this. Not sure we'll have enough acorn tops for all of them, but it's close. Yep. Just enough. So that's going to take a lot of weed stems, a lot of rope, and a lot of spoiled meat. We sort of started on all of those, so let's drop some of the meat. We might keep 3 on us. Let's also drop most of the stuff that we don't think we're going to need here with us, that we're not going to need with us. Gonna keep the silk rope. We're gonna take a look. We have 2 beefy fuzz on the rocks and 5 bases, so we should be able to make a few more of those. Are we able to make any more bandages here? Yes, we have plenty of plant fiber here. Get that up to 10. Is our stack size 15 now? Yeah, let's get that up to 15. It might even be 20, honestly. Not sure, there's no way to see that here, though. I think it might be 20. I guess we could test. Make one more. Nope, it's only 15. Okay. Let's also make some smoothies. Smoothies, for some reason, we can't make fuzz on the rocks. Yes, we can, never mind. I think we can make 3 of these because that's all the clay we have. So we'll have to go gather some more clay to make more of those. We have a bunch of stuff we can roast, so let's roast at least 3 meats. And let's stick the rest in here for now. Let's actually be a little careful about this. We want these. We also want to bring the gas mask. So let's keep our food in here for now, I guess, and put other parts in these other baskets. So these foods will turn into unstackable rotten food that we can use to try to make those grow beds, those garden patches. Alright, we're also wearing black ant armor. I think for the first half of this expedition, we probably want to wear the ladybug armor, just so I'm not worried about destroying the black ant armor. And I think that is us being ready. We only have 9 silk rope. Let's make sure some of that is cooking here. If we can, we only have 4 available. I guess the 13. I think that other line cost us 15 to build, so we might not be able to build that yet without collecting some more. And I think that's it. We're gonna hit the sack for the night. It is 1900. It's a good time to go to bed. Spawn points also set here. I can't really see it from this angle. Double check everything is still in order. I don't think we're going to need the bubble helmet. I'm actually going to leave the bubble helmet here. Never mind. We have space. Definitely don't need those ropes though. Let's store the ropes. And looks like we are good to go. I'm going to actually take 3 fresh food and put this older food. One of these will eat. And the other one we will throw in this so that it can rot. There we go. Now we're set.
That's not
Grab
so bad.
some water. Get us full. And the plan is to run up to the table. Very top of the table, and let's see if I did actually just miss something with that zipline anchor up there. I strongly suspect that is pointing at the sandbox, and might be the entrance into the sandbox we've been looking for, or it could just be nothing. Won't really know till we check. Ooh. That reminds me. I don't think we're going to need this crossbow with the anthill, but I did deposit all of the arrows back at first home. So even if we did need it, you don't really have a good way to use it right now because there's no arrows. Here's our first problem is we are going to run into 2 bees there if we try to cross on this side. If we cross on the other side and run into fewer bees, maybe? Or is it the same? I think it might be safer on this side that I made. It's also closer. At least on this edge. Okay, let's wait for our stamina here and then let's run across. Maybe these bees won't get aggressive on us. There's a lot of them there. Shoot, one of them saw us for sure. 2 of them. Okay, maybe we can lose them. I'm not sure how effective a club is going to be on these guys. At least we can block. Let's get around this corner. See if we can lose them. Okay. Sounds like we lost him. Huh. I've never done this cup before. Okay, nothing. Might be a lot of running away here. Shoot, especially if we see that. Okay, so
See what we can find.
these don't like chopping or slashing. So it's possible that this could do it if he attacks.
Check out that bee.
What are you doing, bud? Okay, we don't have to worry about it. He didn't aggro on us. Good. Maybe we can get across here without running into anything else. Okay, whoa. Suddenly there's a cookie up there. There was definitely not a cookie up there last time we were up here. What the heck? Huh. we break it? We can. It's a whole cookie sandwich. And it left us with small bits. These are fresh cookie sandwich bits. And rotten food, our favorite. I bet rotten food can be used in the grow beds as fertilizer, but I'm not sure. Also not sure these cookie sandwich bits are worth anything. I think they might be part of the human food smoothie. Anyhow, that's not what we're here for. It was just an interesting sidetrack. Kind of surprised we didn't see a scabby up here, honestly. Feel like maybe I didn't look hard enough. So this is what we're looking for. This thing, we can connect the zip line. To there. Look at that. I was right. There is a reason to connect. Okay. Left click. And then how much is it going to cost to build it? It's going to cost 12. So we do need 3 more. That is quite a bummer. We will come back for that after the ants, but at least we only need... At least we only need 3 now. What? Oh, that handle confused me. And it's nice that we have a shortcut back home here. We have a bunch of rope left in these, and a lot of these need rope still, so let's go through and make sure. We also need spoiled meat, and we have a spoiled meat. Let's make sure we're being systematic about which ones of these are finished. Start from this side. And we'll see. We're gonna need a lot more rope. We're gonna need the 3 web fiber we have here, but mostly just rope. This web fiber we can drop off. We can also get rid of the rotten food and the cookie sandwich bits. We still have 3 though, and that reminds me, we could have scanned the fresh ones, but we didn't. Okay, so now we're headed to the ant hill. We don't have any arrows, unfortunately. So we're gonna leave this here. We're gonna leave the silk here for now. We're not gonna need the swimming helmet. We might. Never mind. We might need the swimming helmet. We should make a new torch. That's what's missing. And then from all of our equipment, I think we're going to leave the repair tool. Going to leave the bubble helmet. And we're gonna leave the crossbow because we didn't bring the arrows, so it doesn't really help us to have that. That gives us a lot of room to, in case we need to collect anything on the way. What am I forgetting that's obvious? Besides the ant armor.
Hope this is enough to keep me safe.
Okay, we've got the ant armor. For now, we're gonna wear the fast slippies. Torch. We need the torch. Make sure we have the torch. Torch plus. It's 2 crude rope. Damn. And we just used up all our rope. I guess we can make some the inefficient way. Plenty of other stuff. And then the torch is ready to go. Okay. Gonna keep our shield in the offhand for now. It's gonna be the Weevil shield. Just double check we have everything. Looks good. Grab one more sip of water and let's get out of here.
At least it's
Time is 10 a.m. put a waypoint on the map just so I have a better idea of where we're going. Once we get there, I will try to remember to swap the slippers off and to replace them with the ant armor. I brought the gas mask so that if we want to check the garbage pit area, we can do that. Maybe on the way out. Place to collect clay here. We do need some clay. I also want to kind of look at the hose pile a little more. I feel like we haven't really quite given this a thorough look. Like I'd never went in the middle. And I feel like if you're going to be a coil of hose hiding stuff, you're going to hide it in the middle, right? But I don't really see anything down there that would make it worth jumping in. I think we're going to get forced to fall in, though. Just some mushrooms. Maybe a piece of clay over there? Yeah. Nothing that interesting. You can just duck under this. Okay. I'm satisfied that we have now explored the hose. Last time we came through here, we decided that you didn't really need to use the swim under the bag technique. You could just go around this corner here. At least I thought you could, I guess not. So that only applies if you've already gotten up there. Didn't actually try that bottom gap last time. So we're gonna swim under again. Under the garbage sack in this perfectly clean puddle. And then over here by the Broken RT 3000, it's time to switch gear to put our boots on. While we're in there, I think I'm probably also gonna
Better safe than sorry.
get the torch out, but I guess we could save it till we're in there. Here we go. Here goes
Watch
nothing.
out. That ant means business.
Okay, bad news. It turns out, wait, either I'm not wearing it, or the black ant armor doesn't actually do anything to protect you from ants, which means this whole adventure has been somewhat of a waste. Alright, let's get away from these guys. De-aggro them. I guess that means we're going to have to avoid them. I wonder if that means that, like, I should try to make that invisibility concoction. What was it called? All I remember is it used pollen. Kenobi sneeze. This pollen and grub hide. Could try this. This is a short duration though, so I'm not sure it's gonna be worth it. Okay, so what is the point of this armor? No point. Take a look at what mutation set we're running with right now too. It looks like we have cardio, health, parry, and barbarian. And the armor reflects some damage back at the attacker, basically. And because we're in defensive stance with this armor, we do less damage, but we can block better. So this armor is kind of disappointing. I must say. I really thought it was going to let us get into this ant hole unopposed, but I think what is actually going to happen is we're going to do a lot of fighting. And frustratingly, the armor isn't going to help us. Let's see how bad of a mistake it was. Uh-oh. Let's pull out the torch.
Light. Burn back the shadows and turn away the inky depths of the night.
So once we're in, they seem to not mind us? Is that true? Or is it just the soldiers are the only ones that mind? Okay. That looks promising. Oh, soldiers still don't like us. And I can't really see anything. Yeah, I'm not here to fight, buddy. Just here to explore. Oops, too many of them. Yeah, okay. May have made a mistake. Coming here? Lots of pebblets. Oh, they're still chasing me. Ow. Okay. I feel like I'm safe here. For now. Remind me how I should fight these. Should it be the spear? I guess it should be the club. They're weak to stabbing, so the spear might be okay. They're also weak to spicy, but we have no idea what that means. I'm potentially lost in here as well.
Wonder what these ants are up to in the sandbox.
Unless this is the way out. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna assume the hill going up is the way out. Okay. Yeah, ouch. Ouch. Make sure we're not about to die. Yeah, so maybe a better way to approach this is just through combat. I'm not sure. I'm gonna bandage up and we're gonna try again. At least we didn't get lost. And they're not super fast, it's just with constant threat of combat in here like this, it's gonna be... We're gonna be taking a lot of damage, and it's gonna be hard not to miss things. Mostly what we're seeing so far is clay. Get our stamina back. Luckily the small ants don't seem to bother us. Okay, so come down and there's like this big room with a drop off there. And I'm a little nervous about jumping down there because... Okay, it's not a jump. What? There's an ant inside a rock. Okay. No need to be nervous. Down here, there's a tunnel off into the light. Let's go check that tunnel if that is a regular. Yep. And look at that, we found some evidence that this is the right place to be. Good. Okay, and it's also a good landmark so we can follow and make sure we're in the right place. Awesome, look at that, we found what looks to be a lab.
I read that extended periods of isolation in remote places can be pretty hard to cope with.
Wow. Definitely the biggest lab we've seen so far. Plenty of brittle quartzite down here. Looks like it's probably locked. Yep. So we found another locked ominous door for lab. There is a hole there. We could potentially build something to crawl through. Hearing a lot of scurrying. Okay, so potentially we can build something to get in there, but I imagine there's going to be an easier way. Is that a window? Yeah, that's a window. And there's some science out there outside of a locked door that hopefully we can open later. That is a soldier ant that we're gonna battle. Because okay. Another locked door. The LED light string going off in that direction. This looks like a busted section that is gonna let us in. We'll come back to that in a minute. Let's just make sure that we didn't miss anything over here. Nope, okay. Yeah, let's go in this section. Unfortunately, it's completely collapsed and not actually an entrance. Just a tease. Boop. And yeah, we don't see any way through there. Okay. Can follow the... See if there's anything obvious. So that whole section... So the implication there... Oh, we can blow this up, can't we? Okay, that's what's going on. Let's blow this up. Hopefully we don't need too many more of these, because we don't have a lot. Here we go. Huck. Sweet. Hopefully we don't need to break those. No, okay. Oh, that's unexpected though. There is some kind of tasty. 2 hits and it's down. Nice. Tasty robots are no real threat, and we finally get a biometric scanner. Nice. Who knows how many doors this will unlock? At least one.
Scientists make this look harder than it is.
Clearance level override. Level A denied. Oh, and there's the hole on the floor. We gotta watch out. There's a tape we want to listen to. And nothing much else in here. Just a pretty cool view. Let's listen to the tape.
Virgil, I'd like to summarize the results of today's mixer trials.
Ready to take your dictation!
Trials 1 and 2 were aborted due to mechanical failure. Now, Trial 3. Trial 3 was interesting. Wait, Virgil, what is that?
It looks like a gathering of ants.
Well, I can see that, but what... Shut down the facility! Close the blast doors! It appears that the mixer has agitated some of the local fauna, so... That's enough for today, Burgle.
Sounds like black ants got into this lab. Mixer trial summary. Well, mixer development has been a bumpy road. I've successfully been able to produce a raw science concentrate, but the energy wave output is too strong for the containment field generator. It would seem that using a mixer is a single-use affair for the time being. I'll need to find a way to ramp up unit production for the yields necessary to pursue my raisinification therapy experiments. To make matters worse, my laboratory has continued to be the focus of black ants. I suspect it has to do with the cacophony of these blasted machines at max power, or maybe something is luring them here. Anyway, as usual, the odds are stacked against me. Okay, so we did manage to also unlock a door back there. Unlock section A. Hasty robots are quite dangerous, as we know, but they go down a lot faster with our upgraded club than they did before. Okay, this section B is still locked, so we managed to unlock section A. Finding bandages reminds me that we should probably use one. There's a workbench here, an analyzer, which we don't have anything to analyze, and a surveyor. Nice, so the surveyor in this corner shows us that indeed there's no spiders in here, but there is one in the sandbox. Okay. So that's probably why when we were walking by here we were getting spider music. That makes sense. Anything else over here? I don't think so, just the doorway. Let's continue the exploration. This lab is quite big. Okay, and here's that door that we could see the science through, and another tape to listen to. And the poison gum sandwich recipe. That's probably for the Black Queen. Nice, let's read that first. A recipe dealing how to cook the Black Ant Queen's favorite food, laced with poison.
Burgle has been behaving strangely. I have noted in some of our interactions that he has been taking liberties with my instructions besides his usual displays of incompetence. But just the other day, I heard him humming a tune about grilling. He thought I could not hear him, but I did. And I have told him again and again to eliminate that unnecessary function from his programming, and yet still I know he harbors secret thoughts of grilling. Oh. I was certainly right to isolate him from the experiments. One can only imagine how his malformed programming could be contaminating my research. I'll need to review my security protocols to make sure no further contamination occurs. The security cameras are now installed across the yard, and I've assigned Burgle to overseeing Tasty and Arker operations. A little insurance that my progress on raw science enrichment doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Neither Ominent, nor insect, nor robot will have access to my research now.
Okay, so that probably explains why the doors are locked here, I guess? I'm not sure. There's a door A here, a door B over there, and we unlocked this A section earlier.
What do we have lurking around out here?
a very deep looking hole. Okay. Let's assume we're going to get down there easier and have a water
I
drink.
mean, this is probably what bottled water is.
Very deep looking hole. Well, I think this
Welcome,
might...
little science, as I always say.
I think this might be alley-oop time, since there is no other obvious way to go. Do hate jumping into holes sight unseen like this. But there is a hatch. Somehow I got stuck here. Okay. Alright. Look at that. A different colored raw science. That's new. And a water tank. Very nice. Another chest full of food and muscle sprouts, shards, feathers, ooh, and a bomb. Fantastic. So we got a lot of food. Let's eat. Yeah, let's eat one of these before it rots.
I'd eat this normally.
And continue to explore. So, came through here. Connection troubles. Where did we fall through? We fell down through here. Okay, so we're pretty much stuck in here until we find a way out. There's another imminent collapse. There is a tape to listen to. A bed we could sleep in. Probably worth doing it if we stay here too late. And look at these. We have mint shards, cookie sandwich bits, acorn bits, a bunch of granny bars. A whole bunch of stuff we could use to make things if we knew what we needed to make. And that door, let's listen to the tape.
I don't need this now. Abnormalities in the readings, unexpected power fluctuations, raw science run rampant.
Don't forget incursions by local fauna.
Mouthy robotic assistants. I'm so tired. All these new variables that need to be accounted for, they're ruining everything in my most desperate hour. It has all turned against me. Even as I walk around the backyard, I feel the walls of grass closing in on me, the tips of those green blades like daggers pointed at my heart. I see, no, I feel the unblinking, multifaceted eyes of the ants and spiders reflecting my misshapen visage, watching and bearing witness to my failure. Perhaps it is time for me to lay down and admit defeat. Perhaps this is all the success that was meant for me. Perhaps it is enough.
So it really sounds like Wendell gave up. I hope he didn't. It's like here we have access to section B. Flick around and see what else is in here before we unlock all the doors. Assistant manager. Maybe we'll get assistant manager key. Defense array, high beams, low beam. Uh-oh. Shock pillars. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that. Is it Burgle? Ominent? What do we have in here? More shards. Great. Security briefing. It's become all too clear, foggy as I may be of late, that some upkeep is in dire need. Notes, blueprints, recordings, all foolishly out in the open. I never want to play tug-of-war with a soldier ant over important research ever again. I suspect even bigger forces are at work than just an upset colony. It's as though someone in the shadows is watching my every move. If Ominent has somehow caught wind of the devastating capabilities of mixer technology, well, it's high time for real security around here. I'm suspending activity on the project while I beef this lab up a smidge. Plans are drawn for a repurposing of an old Roby's idea. The grumbling middle management unit. Their heavy-handed programming leaves a room for improvement in the attitude department, and heaven forbid Burgle will ever have to interact with it. I can't begin to imagine the two of them blathering back and forth, let alone deal with any whimpering about installing leadership above him. He seems like the jealous type. Turing save me. Anyway, to work! Alright, so it sounds like we're going to encounter another type of robot in here that is more powerful. So be ready for that. Chances are it's going to kill us, as everything else seems to do. Did we see another tape? I think that was it. Just the keyboard here that we're going to mash, hopefully to unlock the doors. That's it. Let's hit it. Clearance level override level B granted. Soldier ant. Kind of bug me. Come on, buddy. One really didn't want to fight. It was like staying really back. Okay. So this is section B. I imagine this string of lights is going to take us back to the other part of the base, I hope. Take a look around, see if there's anything we can bust up back here. That wasn't a blow-up wall, was it? No, okay. Another one on this side. It's really giving us a lot of shards for coming in here, isn't it? Kind of a hint that maybe we should be upgrading our equipment more, as usual.
Mind
So
your business, I'll mind mine.
off in this direction, it appears to be like that's the way we're gonna want to go to get back in the anthill. Guessing. So of course that's the way I'm tempted to go immediately. Just see if there's a split in the path at all, or if it's just one way. Okay, there's a split here. And something we can blow up here. So let's do that. And then this way goes back to...
Let's see what we can find.
Or is this a completely new section? It's not obvious. Lots of ants down there, though. I think that's a completely new section. Go back the way we came. Yeah, that might be the way to go with fighting them. It's just like way less stamina use than the club. Aha! Well, there's a reason to come in here. Great. Okay, let's go back and follow the cord, the electrical wires, before we spend too much more time looking down this path. But try to remember that this is here. Or get completely lost. Okay, wait. Wait. Am I lost? Yeah, okay. Confused because this is definitely the original room. No, sorry, this is... Okay, yeah, I was just lost. This is the way we meant to go. Okay, if we go the wrong way... Ah, yeah, we've been there for sure. Okay, so this is the original place where there was a split. We went left originally and ignored the right way. Now we know where that goes. It's kind of circles lab. So that other direction that I just saw with all the ants in there, that's probably the next step. Let's see where we've been here. So this door... I feel like, yeah, we haven't gone through here yet. There's another wall, another breakable wall. I think we made a few of these.
Eureka! I've always wanted to say that.
And another really breakable wall. This is our last one. We might need to make more of those. Where did this end up bringing us? What the heck is that? Some kind of fungus?
Just give me a second to let my eyes adjust to that.
Huh. Weird. We can't break it. Okay, so this whole section is a mystery. Weird. Just some kind of underground
Taking a look around.
That definitely sounded spidery. And I don't like it. I'm also totally lost. This might have been a mistake coming in here. Alright, let's assume these explodey walls are for later. And continue in this direction. How are we doing in our proximity to the Burgle ship? It's still pretty far away.
Black ant soldier!
Okay, at least 2 soldiers in there. Really regretting that we don't have the bow. lot of tablet looking things around. Okay. Whoa! Okay. Unexpected death there. Apparently I wasn't paying that good attention to my health. Huh. Didn't think we had any. I wonder where a field station respawn would take us here. The closest field station is like up on the tabletop. Not really sure that's a good idea. Let's just respawn back at base. Alright, so here we are. Got a lot of shards out of that. What did we lose? Overall, our armor wasn't damaged that badly. But I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that we left behind there that we're gonna have to go pick up now. Got sticky soothing syrup, which trickle regen and heals us, so we could have been using that. That's frustrating. Somewhat frustrating to get killed when you're not expecting it like that. Tell you what we're going to do is set up our crude rope again. Time of night is it? It's 3:20. Gotta look out the windows, make sure there's nothing scary out here. I don't really want to sleep because that's just gonna reset our it's just gonna reset when we're allowed to sleep so that we can't go to bed as early next time. So instead, we're going to spend some time making spoiled meat, which we just did. I think we just spent all of our spoiled meat. Look at that. Yep. Do we have any others? These two kind of qualify since we have these other foods here. Let's drop those off. We'll use those as spoiled meat. We won't need to put anything on the grill. 4 a.m., huh? Sun is not yet
see what we can find.
rising. I would like to go back to the other house and get arrows. That would make exploring in those catacombs a little easier. I'd also like to drop off these shards. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to head back in and hope to find our stuff, which is going to be tough. It's a pretty big place. You know what might be a smart thing to do is to bring some kind of marker. Clover leaf is going to be hard to find. I guess, like, you don't actually need to make them. I'm trying to think if just, like, set things down. Just to set things down to show we've been there. I suppose we could leave blueprints. Like, you don't have to build them. They still show where you've been, right? Yeah, I'm kind of scared. Let's go ahead and make sure we're building ropes. Yep. And what I'm going to do now, actually, is 445 centimeters away. That's really far. We were getting there. But yeah, that's a tough one. Frustrating to get killed But what can you do? I'm gonna call it a day here. I think I'm gonna stand on the roof, look around. I think all that noise we're hearing is just larvae crawling underneath, plus the spinning wheel running. So it's making me a little nervous that we're hearing things moving around, but I think it's just the machines. Let's call it an episode there. Next time, we'll go retrieve our backpack and continue the explorations of the Black Ant Hill. We got quite far in it this time. Kind of have an idea of where to go and how to get there. We do know there's a back door to that facility, which I doubt if it's unlocked because I don't remember seeing a letter on it. But it's always possible. It does look like there's quite a bit left to explore in there, so that'll make for a good adventure next time. So thank you for sticking with me this time. I hope to see you next time. And until then, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.